Okay, so what inspired me to develop this technology? We started working back on breast imaging back from 97. I started working in that field. And one of the things that we realized was that physical compression of the breast was one of the detriments that women didn't come back as often as they should and follow the recommended screening interval. There's a 32% increased risk where women don't come back for screening or follow the recommended intervals. And that we thought, is there a way that we can get rid of compression? So behind me is the system, and where we have a step stool, there's 2 steps to go up, and the woman lies prone, and the breast just hangs in there. There's nothing in contact with the breast. And what we do is we acquire 300 projections. So each projection is where we have an X-ray source that generates the X-rays, goes through the breast. And then we have a detector, which has basically a scintillator, which converts the X-rays to light, and then we capture the light. And so we create these kind of 300 projections, and we make a mathematical reconstruction, fully 3-dimensional of the breast, to give a full 3-dimensional image of the breast. So in terms of, it takes about 10 seconds to scan each breast. In the clinic, if you think about mammography as being the gold standard. So in mammography, what we do is we compress the breast. And what happens is that when there is a lesion, there's the tissue, it can hide behind dense tissue, and it becomes difficult to see. With 3D imaging and compression-free imaging, we get rid of that superposition, because we are not taking one 2D projection, we now have a full 3D image. And that could help in being able to visualize lesions that are otherwise hidden behind dense tissue within the breast. It took us probably more than a decade to sort out all these technical challenges. And the last 5-6 years, our focus has been on the hardware side and improving the technology and getting it to the point where we are now, where we think would meet all the design requirements for doing a compression-free breast imaging, and at a radiation dose level that's comparable to mammography. We want to be able to run a clinical study and recruit volunteers and be able to show that this is helpful. At the same time, we are also looking to see how we can work on the software side, and particularly on the image reconstruction algorithm, the mathematics of it, and how we can make it faster, to be able to detect all the lesions that we want to see. We really need the data to be sure that what could work for everybody. Ultimately, we have to have volunteers participating, and with that only we can have the data to clearly show that it works on a large group of population, a diverse group of population. What we know from CDC data is that most recent data is about 67% of women, approximately, participate in regular screening. So we have about 33% of women that are not participating in screening. And we know part of it is due to pain and compression-associated pain. If we can at least move this needle to 75%, that is, if you look at the entire population of the United States, we are talking closer to about 50 million women, or approximately in that range. And so that's a large number of women who are not participating. So if this is going to enable their participation, then we may be able to capture these breast cancers much earlier, and it may be you'll have better outcomes, more treatment options, and that's, I think, is key.